Everything's matted in perfect condition. How could I let this go? So what's your price?
1,000.
Running a pawn shop with family is never easy, and when Ashley and Seth clash, it's pure chaos. But nothing compares to the explosive argument that unfolded right in front of the cameras. It was raw, intense, and completely unfiltered, a moment no one could believe actually happened on camera. Brace up, because this is a fight you won't see coming. This episode begins with a straight-out battle between brother and sister. Ashley and Seth had been going at each other for a while now, but this was the height of it all. Seth and Ashley got into a really heated argument, and Seth ended up insulting Ashley in front of customers and employees. It got so bad that Les had to get involved and settle the fight, while Ashley had to walk out of the pawn shop pissed to her bones.
I should never be treated like this. I don't deserve it, and I'm not gonna put myself in the situation for.
Ashley.
So.
You got into this huge argument.
Phew, I told you it was a pretty heated argument. Les is not happy about the situation. Apparently, Ashley made a purchase that she was not supposed to make, and it made Seth really mad. He got into a fight with Ashley, and it didn't end well. Les is upset that Seth insulted Ashley in front of the customers and the employees. He tries to make Seth see his wrong, but Seth just does not care or want to listen. Who knows if this is the end of their fight? Well,
I finally came to work after my brother upset me so badly. I just needed a little bit of time to chill, but I'm still pissed-ish. Hi, Rich. Hi, girls. Hi, Amber.
I guess we have the answer to that question. The fight is not over at all. Ashley is still pissed as hell, and it does not look like she is ready to settle things with Seth. After their big fight, she left the office and came in the next day. She needed some time to cool off because it was a very insane fight. She comes into work the next day, and she says hi to everyone but Seth. The moment Seth says hi to her, she snaps at him and throws a big curse at his face. This is far from being over.
You know, this family never ends.
You're gonna tell me not to do it in front of employees?
Shut up.
I'm sick of them belittling each other. It's the same thing.
At this point, these guys are going to give their dad a heart attack. They just can't seem to put their pettiness aside and get things done. It's always one fight to the next with these two, and Les has had just about enough of it. After Ashley cursed at Seth in front of everyone, Les decided to have a word with them. He brings them into the storage room, and as you would expect, they begin to yell at each other like kids. I'm not even sure Les can get them to act right.
So badly. Don't you understand that? You make me feel like
Business
no
here.
when
You don't know how to
enough
run a
is
business.
enough.
I know when enough is enough. Enough is enough.
I guess this is the pep talk that's going to put an end to all their nonsense. You can see how upset Les is that they keep fighting with each other in front of everyone. If they were not his kids, I'm sure they'd be jobless by now. Les tells Seth to stop being a prick to his sister, and he should give her the respect she deserves. He then tells Ashley to stop wasting money on things that are not necessary, and by example. Is this going to settle their fight once and for all?
And acted like a man for the first time. You acted like and wrong out there. I know you're wrong. You even know you're wrong.
They might be a bit calm now, but you can trust that Ashley and Seth are going to have another round of heated arguments. Even after Les told them to cut it out and make up with each other, Ashley went on to yell at Seth by telling him that he knew he was wrong and every other person knew it. Does Seth care about how she feels? I very much doubt it. He tells Ashley to stop buying unnecessary items, and he walks out of the conversation. At least their yelling is going to be on a break for now.
I'm Seth. Nice to meet you. How can I help you?
Get some Tigers Hall of Fame.
I have to agree with Seth on that one. Those are some really cool items that just walked into the pawn shop. This dude walks into the pawn shop and he has some very interesting items that he would like to sell. He meets up with Seth and tells him that he has autographed Tigers Hall of Fame photos. Seth sees the photos and all he wants to do is buy them. You can bet that this customer is going to want some serious money for these photos.
Looking to put a deposit on a music amplifier, and I was looking to get a few.
You have the COAs with everything?
Yes.
Out. It was framed nice.
You could just tell that this customer was not going to go easy with the price that he wanted for the autographed Tigers Hall of Fame photos. Seth asked him how much he was willing to take, and without breaking a sweat, he told Seth that he was looking to get $1,800 for all the photos. Seth felt that was a bit on the high side, so he dropped a counteroffer and told the customer that he would pay $600 for the autographed Tigers Hall of Fame photos. This customer already says that price is a no for him.
Yeah, 600. You're kicking my tires at that point.
How about 700? That is.
What's your price?
Supposed to be buying things that we know that we can't sell.
Phew, this customer really does know how to strike a hard bargain. He didn't like the initial price that Seth offered him, and so he declined and told Seth that he would have to come up with a better offer. Seth then takes the price to $700, and the customer is still not impressed by the new price. Seth asks him how much he wants, and he goes on to say $1,000. Ashley, on the other hand, is irritated that Seth is about to purchase something she knows Seth can't sell.
I've been collecting for over 30 years. I'm constantly on the internet looking at prices on these things. Unfortunately, the economy's bad. People just
Blue bottom.
Man, For a second there, I thought this deal was not going to scale through. Looks like I was wrong. Seth was able to make a good deal with the customer. Obviously, Seth was not going to agree to $1,000. They danced around the prices for a bit, and Seth told the customer that his final offer was going to be $880. The customer thought about it for a bit, and he eventually agreed to the price. Ashley is still mad at the fact that Seth went on with this deal. I smell another fight about to start.
I am fuming. My brother just let me over a $30 buy.
What, Ash?
I was just out there watching.
Oops, I was right. Seth and Ashley are at it again, and this time it might really get out of hand. Ashley is mad at the fact that Seth bought an item that she feels he won't be able to sell. When she did the same thing, Seth made a big issue out of the whole thing, and that's what caused their fight in the first place. Now, Ashley is calling Seth a hypocrite because he is doing the exact same thing. Seth tells her that he knows he can make some money off the autographed Tigers Hall of Fame photos he just bought.
Me.
Apologize?
Apologize because you're such a hypocrite.
You know what, Ash? I'm sorry that you're a bitch.
Seth, you're such an ass. All I asked for was a
Well, Ashley has made it clear that this is an all-out war between her and Seth. She told Seth that she wanted him to apologize to her for making a fool out of her in front of both the customers and the employees. Seth said he was sorry and then went on to curse her right back. Phew, this is not the end of this war, and you can bet that Ashley is definitely going to have her revenge. Looks like Les's pep talk was not enough after all.
Good. I want to pawn this.
Sure.
My house got robbed. Yeah, they got my flat screen, Xbox, PlayStation.
They look like really nice rings, but come on, we all know that Les is not going to give this lady $1,100 even if he was in the best of moods. Now this lady makes her way to the pawn shop. She tells Les that her house was robbed and a lot of things were stolen from her house. She wants to pawn her ring and see if she can make some money to get some of the items back. I very much doubt Les is going to give her the price she is asking for, but we'll let him be the judge of that.
That's what I need.
How'd you get them?
Bought 'em for my wedding.
Oh, when you get married. They were nice rings. In reality,
Well, that went from 0 to 100 real quick. You can see the shock on Les's face. He was not expecting this lady to start to yell at him. The lady told him that the ring she's trying to pawn is her wedding ring. Les asks the lady if $1,100 is the least the lady will take for the rings, and she says yes. Seeing that she didn't want anything else, Les told her that he could not help her, and she got really mad.
I want a deal, and you're not giving it.
because I can't give you what you want.
No, you give it to me, you give it to me now. Give it to me.
Sorry.
Take that.
It's time to leave.
I mean, this was eventually going to happen. The lady pushed her luck, and Les was no longer ready to deal with her drama. Les kept telling the lady that since the only amount she wanted to take for the rings was $1,100, he could not offer her a deal. She kept yelling at him and ordering him to take the rings. Les was fed up with her refusing to listen, and he had his security guard get the lady out of his face.
Thank you. Have a nice day. Have a nice day.
Yeah, you.
Thank you. I really wanted to help this woman. Raving lunatic.
You just know when all a customer wants is to cause some trouble and create a scene. Les really wanted to help the lady since she claimed that her house was robbed and she lost a bunch of stuff. But after yelling at Les that way, there was no way he was going to help her. He got his security guard to get the lady out of the building, and that was the end of her drama. That ought to teach her some manners.
Yeah, you need some help? You got that?
My name is Bebe.
Baby, no.
What's your name again?
I'm Seth.
Oh, you cute.
Is she flirting with Seth? Wow, the pawn shop is really home to all kinds of people. Now this lady makes her way to the pawn shop. She goes straight to meet Seth and Rich at the counter, and out of nowhere, she starts flirt with Seth. She tells him that he is handsome, and you can see the butterflies all over Seth's face. She brings in a TV, and she tells them that she is looking to pawn it so she can help her mom with the money she makes from its sale.
Her TV was relatively nice, but does she think that flirting with me is gonna get her some bonus? That's not the way it works around here.
Hey, you snares be married.
I know, I said I'm good.
Man, this lady is hilarious for real. She really thinks that flirting with Seth is going to get her a good deal. She definitely has another thing coming. Les takes a look at her ring, and it seems to be worth some money. He tells the lady that he would give her $300 for both the TV and the ring. She tells Seth that he might have to go higher because that price is quite small. Seth tells her that he can't go higher than that, and she starts to flirt with him.
You wanna taste it, Rich?
I'm good.
Rich, you just offered.
I wouldn't move in on your if you taste that. It's not worth 50.
I can't believe this dude is actually thinking about sucking on the lady's pacifier. Seth saw that the lady was not making any headway with the price, and so Seth decided to have a little fun. He calls someone in the pawn shop and asks him if he is going to suck on the lady's pacifier for $20. The crazy thing is that the dude that Seth called is actually thinking of sucking on the lady's pacifier.
You can lick it. I know you want to.
No, let me tell you, there's always a price that someone will take to do something. I'll buy you lunch for the week.
Oh my goodness, that is going to be so disgusting. It's actually crazy that this dude agreed to suck on the lady's pacifier. Now, after Seth offered the dude $20 to suck on the pacifier, he gave it some thought and eventually declined the offer. Seth then made him another deal and told the dude that he would buy him lunch for a week if he agreed to suck on the lady's pacifier. Guess what? He actually agreed to do it.
5 seconds. Rick is not going to be able to walk. Come on, man. Ready?
Ugh, that was just pure disgusting for real. Well, it looks like he is going to be getting his free lunch for a week from Seth. It's still mind-blowing that Seth was able to convince this guy to suck on the lady's pacifier. No one believed that the guy was actually going to do it. Oh well, they had their fun and everyone got to laugh. It's time for them to get back to business. I have a feeling this lady is still going to flirt with Seth.
Hey, Rick, thank you. Appreciate it.
No problem.
So 300.
I think about it for a second, cuz.
You can come back anytime, pick it up.
That's something everyone is going to remember for a really long time. They had their fun, and Seth got right to business. He told the lady that his deal still remained the same, and he was offering to give her $300 for both the ring and the TV. The lady gave it some thought, and she eventually agreed to the price that Seth offered her. I am genuinely surprised that she didn't get to flirt with Seth again. Who knows? Maybe next time.
Oh, look at this.
An antique bike. How cool is that? About that now?
Looks like Les is really into this bike. He can't wait to have it all to himself. Now this gentleman walks into the pawn shop with an antique bike that catches Les's eye. The customer who brought in the bike tells Les that it's a 1950 J.C. Higgins color flip. He then goes on to say that the bike was deemed America's most beautiful. I'm sure you can see why Les is very interested in having the bike. He even says that it reminds him of a bike that Ashley used to have when she was much younger.
My father started a restoration on a pickup truck and passed away. I want to finish the project in a tribute to my father.
Uh-oh, someone has been busted. Seems to me like the customer has not been very honest with Les. After admiring the bike for a bit, Les asked the customer why he needed the money, and the customer told Les that he wanted to finish up a project that his dad was doing on a pickup truck before he passed away. Here's the thing though, the customer told him that all the parts of the bike were old and antique. Les takes a closer look and he finds out that a part of the bike has been worked on.
I realized it wasn't all original. Buy an antique anything. You want it in the original condition.
Who knows? Maybe if this customer was honest from the very beginning, Les might have thought about giving him more than $500. The customer initially told Les that he was hoping to get at least $2,000, but later changed his mind and brought it down to $1,800. After Les was done inspecting and finding out some parts of the bike were not original, so there was no way he was going to walk out of the pawn shop with $1,800.
I really wanted this thing.
Well, that sucks. I was honestly hoping that Les would buy the bike and show it to Ashley. Les explained to the customer that some of the parts of the bike were not original and he could not pay more than $500 for the bike. The customer gave it some thought and he came to the realization that the amount that Les was offering was too small for him, and so he said no deal and he walked out of the pawn shop with his bike.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm Seth.
I'm Robert.
Robert, how can I help you?
I'm selling my iPod.
How much are you looking for?
I wonder what this dude's girlfriend could have done to his grandmother to make her dislike her this much. She is not a fan of their relationship, and she is not hiding it. Now this dude and his grandmother are in the pawn shop looking to pawn an iPad. The grandmother tells Seth that she does not want Seth taking advantage of her son while making a deal. Apparently the dude needs the money for his anniversary with his girlfriend, and his grandmother is not a fan of their relationship.
Hey, my man. Hey. However, looking at this, you're probably looking at about $5. So what do you want to do?
I'm not going to lie. I would be mad if my grandmother called my girlfriend a hussy, but you can't deny the fact that this dude loves his girlfriend and does not care what his grandmother thinks. Now the dude told Seth that he was hoping he would get at least $200 for the iPad. Seth told him that the best deal he could get was $80. The dude gave it some thought, and in the end, he shook hands with Seth, and they had a deal.
Hi, can I help you?
Came in here Saturday, they didn't give me a copy.
That makes absolutely no sense at all. Now this lady walks into the pawn shop. She makes her way to the counter where Ashley is standing. She then goes on to tell Ashley that she came to pick up a receipt that she did not collect because one of the employees did not give it to her. She then changes her story and tells Ashley that she didn't get a receipt for the items she bought because she was trying to pawn them. I mean, what exactly is she trying to say?
Pawn them.
Yes.
You know, the lady was confused. So I'm like, let me try to help. So I go into the back and I look at the
hit the lady like a surprise. She was not expecting to hear that from Ashley. To be honest, this lady actually looks confused and has no idea what she's trying to do, if you ask me. Ashley saw that the lady was very confused, so she asked for some ID and went to check the pawn shop system to see if the lady actually pawned an item. Ashley does her background check, and this lady has not pawned a single item in the pawn shop in her life.
Games. That's her right there.
Which one is she?
That lady right there. She didn't give me my ticket. She must have kept my for herself.
Well, she clearly is not in the mood to fool around. This lady came in ready to fight. Ashley tried to explain to the lady that she could not find her name in the system, meaning that she had not pawned any items in the pawn shop. The lady gets mad, and she walks away and decides to look for the lady who did not give her the receipt for the item she claims she pawned. She points at the lady and tells Ashley to give her the receipt, or she is gonna lose it right there.
Are you not confusing us?
I'm
with another
positive I'm
pawn
not
shop?
confusing you. I've been coming here for many years.
This lady was obviously confused. She's not in my system. She pawned it somewhere. I hope she remembers where she pawned it, because she didn't pawn it here.
This lady better be right with all this drama she's creating for real. For some reason, the lady seems to be very certain that she pawned her item in the pawn shop, and they didn't want to give it to her. Ashley sees that the lady does not want to listen to her, so she decides to bring Les in. Les speaks to the lady, and he tells her that she did not pawn any of her items in the pawn shop, and her name is not in their system. What does the lady do? She says she wants to call the police.
Shop. That could be, but accusing my employee stealing her earrings ain't gonna fly.
I don't even know why Les gonna try to play them games. All them in cahoots. Them bull.